Hi, hello everyone! I am Bloodberry's Heart, and today we will be doing the final scenario of Nun Massacre, the Factory. For those of you who are already Puppet Combo fans, you may recognize the villains and the aesthetic of the Factory from Power Drill Massacre. But it was also by Puppet Combo. This is, this is updated with the definitive edition. This wasn't in the original one. But originally, Nun Massacre started out as a Power Drill Massacre sequel. So, in a way, it's like the true spiritual successor in the original intent. I'm excited to play it. Anyway, let's let everyone know online know we're live. Sabrina, hello! How are you? Thank you. This is my new dress. I'm very excited about it. It's much more revealing than I expected, but I still really like it. It's got slits in the sides that I thought came up to, like, the thigh. They come up to, like, my rib cage. It's a lot, but I really like it. All right. No, not randomized. Difficulty medium. All right. I think this is about everything we need to know. I think it's time to dive in. Arby, hello. Well, look who it is.
It was just supposed to be a relaxing camping trip with my friends, sitting around the campfire, drinking some beers. But we heard something in the woods, watching us. We thought it was nothing, just our nerves. We went to bed. I awoke to screaming, god-awful screaming. I jumped out of my tent. Something was killing John. Blood sprayed through the air. I took off running as fast
Power drill sounds.
Deeper and deeper into the woods until the sound faded in the distance. I found myself in front of a large building, entering it to seek help.
Thank you, Harvey. Welcome. Dude, yes. I had to wear it. Bath salts, to answer your question as to where I got it, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll check after the stream. This was like around when my landlord was being a real shit and was like trying to say he wasn't gonna sign the lease and let us move in, which, was illegal because he already gave us the keys and we had formally an oral lease, but it's beside the point. So I was really stressed out, and part of the way I calmed my nerves was I got an ad for a skimpy dress on, like, you know, some targeted ad thing, and I just bought it. I just like, I need something, there, I like that, that's cute. And I didn't even really remember what it looked like, or anything like that until it came in. Honestly, I moved and it got delivered to my old house, and I just like went back to do a little cleaning up and get some more stuff from my old apartment, and it was there. I was like, oh, yeah. So this is the factory scenario of Power Drill Massacre, or rather of Nun Massacre. It is based on the puppet combo game Power Drill Massacre, which Nun Massacre actually started out as a sequel to. Crowbot Rock. Perfect. Good place. Put it on some of the smart fridges in there. So there's got to be a rock in here, right? Since there's a glass locked... Or unless that door is unlockable from the side. Yes, it is. Right. And we're back at it. Now, the first thing that jumps out to me as the difference between this and the last two Nun Massacres is this is dark. It is like, they gave you the lighter at the beginning of all three of them. And the first two ones, I was like, I don't really even understand why they give me this. Yeah, it's we're doing a normal episode of How It's Made. And thank you for the resub, Super Donkey Piss and Lurking Horror. Is that Susie Sphere Hunter doing the voice? I could see that if it is. That would make sense. Susie Sphere Hunter is so cute. She's such a sweetie, doing her little Resident Evil hyperfixations on the internet. I relate very strongly to her. We don't have a rock yet. An interesting problem to be posed with. Take it back. Now it is dark, dark in this one. Wow. It is like pitch black. Yeah, her videos are great. She makes great content. Garrulous Monolith with a 6-month resub. Not mobile to resub. Is Bagel okay? Bagel has a skin condition that we have to take her to the vet for. And the last couple times, in addition to the vet and having to get her there and back, the medication's a bit expensive. So we're doing a fundraiser. Hopefully, everyone has been very generous in our Bagel fundraising. I'm hoping we will hit our goal today. And get Bagel's appointment that she needs. Thank you all so much. Yeah, exactly. Things would be perfectly normal here, Merc Sapient. Oh, yeah, having a hype train moment. How nice. Having to switch between my light and doing anything else is giving me like Doom 3 flashbacks. For those of you who Doom 3 was before your time, or it was a little before my time. I played it like later on the Xbox. But Doom 3 was like the only Doom that was like a survival horror game instead of a just like pure boomer shooter blast 'em up. And in that you had a flashlight you had to use to see in the dark, but there was no way to have a flashlight and a gun active at the same time. So you ended up having to do a lot of what we're doing here, like switching between everything all the time. I swear, when this drill guy shows up, I'm gonna just absolutely freak out, but that's okay. Exactly. There's so much. Why doesn't Doom Guy know how to use duct tape around that time? A classic era. Anonymous with a $20 tip. Bagel mode. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Don't freak out. Sorry, I'm trying to open up my activity feed on the little stream elements. I used to have a button that did it, but then they updated the Steam Deck and broke it. So now I have to open it manually at the beginning of streams, and I forget because I had a button for so long. There we go. Then. That's okay, here, Monolith. Whatever you can do, subscriptions are super appreciated. So thank you very, very much. Everyone's support means the world. This is a factory. Yes, this scenario is simply called Factory. It is based off of Power Drill Massacre, another Puppet Combo game. Bidding piece of newspaper article dated March 3rd, 1984. Local police are currently investigating the whereabouts of a 14-year-old Bethany Leanne Holmes. The teen reportedly went missing late Friday night when she was out camping with friends, who say she wandered off to collect firewood and never came back. She was last seen wearing a red and white striped shirt, beige cargo shorts, and the rest of the page just ripped. Damn, 14, jeez. Young to be a horror movie victim. They usually at least let you get to your later teens. Yeah, Bathlots, I agree. I like that I leap. Our character, who doesn't have a lot of techniques going for them, does at the very least have like a 4-foot vertical leap. That is very nice. Right. That's the one I started in? Indeed it is. All right. Oh, fuck. So we obviously do not have the locator yet. Ooh, something in here, but we need to find the rubbing alcohol. All right. Yeah, exactly. You're playing as Mario. So I wonder, I feel like the answer is yes, right? If the lighter allows me to be seen easier by the killer, it seems like an obvious yes. But you never really know. It's like that would be the logic. That would be the logical thing. But these games don't always, you know, follow the logical thing. Just creep around. So I haven't seen hide nor hair of any real danger yet, which is, you know, not a thing I'm complaining about. Just a thing I'm making note of aloud as I walk about. We were looking for the rubbing alcohol. And it isn't necessarily on this floor. We don't know yet. But so far, we're looking for either the rubbing alcohol or the hex key. Snames, hello. Oh, what's that? Nothing, nothing. Okay, cool. This game really like lures you into a false sense of security with like how quiet it is. And then the killer's gonna show up and I'm gonna throw up. And you get so scared I throw up. I need a key. Okay, so I'm not looking for the hex key. I'm looking for the key. Regular key. Key classic. Arby with the 420 tip. Thank you so much. We're gonna hit our bagel goal today. Sarah's Hawk with the resub. Thank you so much. Weird this fired late. It's all good. Anytime it fires is great. Thank you so much for the resub. How can I make a crack at what, like, when you say immersive sim, like, what do you mean? Like, what sort of game? I'm not disagreeing. I'm just stupid about genres, so I have to ask sometimes. Snames, it's funny you say that because on the Puppet Combo wiki, it claims that Nun Massacre was inspired by the movie The Nun. But then there's no citation at all. That there's no source to confirm that. It is just a completely uncited statement. And so I wonder, like, if it's just a joke someone snuck in or what. Does the nun have... I would say that nuns are a kind of clown. Yeah. Ooh, I'll be right back, folks. Hi. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I got a call from a doctor, and I had to answer it. I'm okay. It's the surgery to get my head removed. Now it's in my calendar, so all right. Back to work. I also hid in the locker during that. Because this game, you can't pause it. Like, there's a start menu, but like Dark Souls, you can't pause it. Exactly. It's a very important one to not forget the date of. I called to get an eye exam because I want to get new glasses. I like my glasses, but the frames are getting a little beat up. And it seems a little silly to buy new glasses without getting an eye exam, so I scheduled one. They're a little too eager for my taste. I was like, hey, can I get an appointment to get an eye exam? And they're like, yeah, how about tomorrow? I was like, okay, yeah, they're like, how about less than 24 hours from now? I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, chill, but yeah, sure. They let you keep the head if you have like a religious thing. Otherwise, it just goes in the medical waste bin. And, you know, I haven't seen any killer, but I also haven't seen any like clear progression items yet. Interesting. But it had also seemed like some of the previous ones didn't deploy the killer until like after a certain point. I don't know if it's based on time or accomplishments, but we definitely don't seem to have killer action yet. Not that I'm complaining. Nothing on the desks in here. That's the note. Oh, there we go. Okay, well that... I get the feeling that probably will be what triggers the killer. We saw the note. Ah! Good eye, I'm here for the fun. Man, I would kill for a flashlight right now. It's so funny that you can hold the flashlight in one hand while using the lighter, but you can't do that. You can't, like, hold the lighter in one hand while using anything else. Jimmy J. Cat, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Can you live stream playing with a kitten on Twitch? I knew Kitten, he's perfect. I feel like the world needs to know him. Yes, of course. You can live stream just about anything on Twitch. Like, it was made originally for, like, video games, or, like, at least popularized by video games. But, you can stream pretty much anything. Yeah, this looks like Power Drill Massacre. Alright. Power Drill Massacre I have not played on stream because I watched a playthrough, I think, of Markiplier playing it. And I was like, man, this thing seems really, really hard. It's just not even like... Just like, it's like this. It's like the game I'm playing now, but instead you're, like, controlling a third-person tank control character. And I was like, ooh, that sounds brutal. Having to do this kind of extended fleeing with a tank control character instead of, like, a... Because, like, these control, like, you know... These controls are pretty tight, like... My rock. I guess I should keep my rock. You never know when you'll need it. You're not playing as the... No, we are actually playing an alternate scenario where it uses the mechanics of Nun Massacre, but we are actually up against the Driller Killer. Although that's probably not his name. That's actually a real horror movie. For those of you who have never seen Driller Killer. But, we are up against the killer from Power Drill Massacre, who I do not know his name. Must be something different. What the? That is like such a weird, like, English as a second language kind of message. There must be something different behind the store when you can't open it. Papered clip. I do not like that I do not have the sensor thing yet. Ooh, there's a rubbing alcohol that we were looking for. Let's take that back to where we were, I guess. And nothing bad is going to happen to us. That's the best part to me. Mannequin parts. All right, well, we don't know nothing about that yet. We'll stick to what we do now. Now, usually I sneak in this, but I feel like the fact that they are requiring me to use the lighter means I should probably just stay up on my feet so I can sprint. Because if he's going to see me anyway because of the light, my best bet is just to take off when he shows up. And if it's anything like The actual driller killer. That one's played slow. Quatoria, thank you so much. 300 bits is super appreciated. The creepy factory is right. So it does make it hard to see what you're doing. It has, it has classrooms. I mean, part of it is because it's reskinned from the other thing, but factories and stuff can have classrooms sometimes. If it's like, it depends what kind of thing it is. Like, if it's just like a heating and air conditioning place, it would actually be pretty likely that it would have some classrooms because they teach people how to do that kind of stuff there. I knew this because my dad was a heating and air conditioning guy. Yeah, the driller killer. Well, the driller killer would be a good guy. The real danger is the driller killer. Killer? Look, you get what I mean. The guy who kills the killer. Yeah, the Mr. Driller Killer. The Driller Dozer Killer. Well, time to meet the Driller Killer. Or not. And that door does not have a visible lock. Right. Keep quiet, keep our heads down. Keep your nose to the grindstone, you know how it is. Mannequin parts. I'm not gonna even bother with the mannequin parts until I know where they're going. I won't disturb them. All right. When they're out here killing, well, they're haters. That's why they're out here killing our noble drillers. Oh my god. This is a chore to do in the dark, huh? All right. Oh, in the game I am crouching. In real life I am actually only 2 feet tall. There is our combination padlock locker. We don't have the combination yet. That's good to know that it's here though, because I find that like one of the big pivotal things that makes this game get a lot. Ah! Come on, man! Don't do this to me! One of the things that makes these runs easier is once you know that combination, it doesn't change. Yeah, it was a hallucination of some sort. It was a tiny little guy who ran by and scared me. You know how it is. Oh, come on. Please don't be in this. Come on, man. I'm begging you. So if I remember, let's see how similar this is. Do I have the drop down over here? Like usual? No, I don't. It's gated off in this one. Okay. That says the same thing as before. This is also a locked. Let's see. I think I'm not supposed to be able to go by that. Yeah, the tiny little naked dude who runs out and scares you. I'm gonna be so stoked if what I'm looking for is where I think it is. Oh man, it's screwed shut. Oh, that's crazy. It's screwed shut and we're inside of it. There's no way to unscrew it from the inside. Okay. A new twist. Okay. We can probably go through this way though. But in that room that is vented or is grated off is where we usually find the motion sensor. Which is, I'll be honest, the motion sensor often just doesn't seem to work. But it's a really nice security blanket in an uncertain world. Yes. Il Bushido 305. Hello. Welcome aboard. All right, so we have the motion sensor. However, you know, there's now the additional complicating factor if we cannot be using the motion sensor and our lighter at the same time. The wire clippers are in here. I guess I'll unscrew this vent and then I'll drop the screwdriver. There's usually only the two vents, so. That said, of course, I've never done this scenario before, so he could have just added another one to ruin my life. Because Puppet Combo is constantly doing things to ruin my life and hurt me. Out of some sort of vendetta against me. That I do not understand, but I fear and appreciate. Alright, well, that opens a little path for us. Leave the screwdriver in there. I should unlock this door in case I have to run in here. There we go. You know, I'm feeling much more confident than I used to in this game. I've really become quite the expert, if you ask me. Paperclip. Cool. There's the barbed wire pit. This one really likes to put you on like the wrong side of traps. Like on the sides of vents that you can't unscrew it from. On the far side of the barbed wire pit. It's interesting. You start out much higher up in the building than you normally do too. Fuck. Man, why? Did you guys see my post about the hand? I want your opinions on the hand. It was a post from, I think, one of the Chan boards that was like, how would the world be different if there was a giant hand that flew around and crushed one person a day under its finger? Its name is the hand and it is always slightly faster than you. Personally, I think that people would try to like do murders and frame them on the hand like all the time. I think that would become like ultra common. No! He's in the vet with me. He's gotta be. Go, 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 go. Don't look around. Just don't look back. Just don't look back. Producer Ben, thank you for the follow. Go. Oh no, he's right. Ah, no! Come on, man! Cut me some slack! Ah! I can't see! Oh my god. Mod, so yeah, thank you, RP. Well, that's the driller killer. He's got a very scary sound and look to him. Not me, I wasn't scared. Well, how would you, there's got to be tons, if the hand kills one person a day somewhere in the world, right? It's not like all the world's governments would work together on a registry, I don't think. So there's got to be like tons of unaccounted for hand deaths. So like, you know, like figure if the hand kills somebody in like Somalia for its daily hand thing, there's a pretty good chance I'd feel like that might just not make it back to like proper registries or something like that. Or like if it happened in the Ukraine today, you know, if someone in the Ukraine got handed. Is it, well, I guess the question is the hand supernatural or not? I guess it raises the question of what would it mean if it wasn't? What if I said not? It's not. Like it seems like that's not a possible answer, right? Like it has to be supernatural. End piece of newspaper article dated March 11th, 1984. Local Sheriff Stephen Clark and U.S. Fish and Wildlife officials both say the ground search has now been called off. And although search will continue in the air by 2 U.S. wildlife helicopters, Trotsky may never be found. We advise civilians to call their local authorities with any information regarding the disappearance. Poor Trotsky. No, the hand is like a giant floating hand that flies around and crushes one person a day. Yeah, exactly. Sarah's Hawk, like the concept of what is supernatural versus not would have to change because the hand is like a natural fact in this world, right? Like the hand, there's always, it's not like something happened and suddenly is the hand. It's not like it happened like COVID. It's like, no, we've always had the hand and it's always crushed one person a day, you know. No! No! Shit. Why are you so close to me? Come on. Whew. Ah! Whew. This one is hard. As Elise, thank you for the follow. But let's say the hand is like the size of a dining room table that seats 6 to 8. And it weighs about 1,000 pounds. However, it flies weightlessly, like effortlessly. But I think that size and weight should be more than enough to crush any average human. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Merc Sapiens, I was thinking too, is we probably would just think the hand is God, right? Which, to be fair, is like, you know, people believe in God now, plenty, without like very much physical evidence. With the hand existing, it's like, I feel like we'd as a society be like much more religious, right? The hand is a metaphor for hand. I was thinking, yeah, there would probably be like cults about the hand, or like maybe cult is actually probably not strong enough a word. We probably would have like proper, regular, mainstream religions about the hand. I was picturing the hand as always being corporeal and like flying around. But I am open to it manifesting and demanifesting if that makes this work better. The only thing that's for sure is it 100% always crushes one person a day. It will never crush more than one, but it can't be stopped from doing that one by any like known human means. Ah, no! Go, 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 go. He seems more persistent than the old guy. The Bongo the Clown or the nun. Yeah, I think you're right, Queen Lara. It's better if you see it coming. It's more compelling that way. I would say that the time of day is random. I don't think it's the... I feel like it just kind of happens, right? It's like if the hand has to fly really far, maybe it gets within 24 hours. It always gets its job done, but I think that the time it does it can vary. Yes, lurking horror. You're imagining it correctly. This is I believe that what you're describing is how it is actually described in the original post, which is that it is a single giant hand that crushes you with a single finger, like it is poking you to death. I think that is exactly how the post like describes it. So we have mannequin parts, but I don't know why yet. See how far we can go down these stairs before they stop us. Okay, so to there. Sugar tunnel. There's a part in Power Drill Massacre where there's an arrow pointing at a hole that says sugar tunnel. The hand has one recorded double kill after crushing a man at 11:59, and then his partner is asleep in bed at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Exactly. How far can it go? I'm going to say that the hand does its killing within the bounds of the planet Earth. I think that seems like a fair boundary. Eva, hello. Welcome. I would say astronauts are safe while they're in space. Yeah, sure. I feel like they have enough other problems in space that I can give them that. I don't think the hand ever gets a mani. I think its nails just remain, like, it doesn't wear nail polish, but the nails are nice and clean and well manicured. Like, as if you went to a manicure place and you had them do all of the, like, cleaning up your cuticles type stuff, but they didn't do anything up beyond that. That's what I think the hand looks like, and I think it's always pristine. It might get covered in blood for a little bit when it crushes somebody, but by the time somebody else sees it, I think the blood is gone. I would say that the hand, Merc Sapient, I would say the hand cannot be stopped by any sort of conventional means that we know of so far. I imagine humans would try pretty much everything right away, because despite the fact that it's not really killing that many people, I can imagine like the emotional impact of it being pretty heavy, so I imagine we'd probably have tried everything to get rid of it we could have. Yeah, Niabo Benabia, I think that's a good way to look at it. I think it flies super fast and all the blood flies off. That's a good way to do it. Oh, there's the electrical box. Cool. We've clipped the wire. I don't know to what end yet. I have not seen the fan. I hope he's not in the vent. That's like my least favorite. You can't sprint in the vent. He can't either, so it ends up being like pretty much the same. But just like being in the confined phase with him is so stressful. Ooh, Gareth Monolith, that's a good question. Is the hand a left or right hand? I guess I'll say a right hand. And I think that the hand is like a pallid gray color in terms of flesh. I don't think its flesh resembles the flesh of any like normal human race. I think it is clearly some sort of it is clearly not from a human being, despite, you know, we having hands that resemble it. Somewhere around here, there's got to be another vent to unscrew. Maybe not right away, but at some point. I do not think that it was ever attached to a fully formed body. I think that the hand has just always existed independently as a hand. Yeah, the X-Files episode where Mulder is sure that there's a left hand as well would be great. And when the government tries to kill Mulder and then tries to set it up as if it's like try to make it seem like he was simply crushed by the hand. Wow, big episode. Well, is the existence tied to humanity? If by tied you mean crushes one of them per day with its finger, then yes. Ooh, show stuffed animal. I haven't shown a stuffed animal in so long. I find a locker to hide in, and I'll do just that. Can you believe I actually currently don't have any stuffed animals? Actually, you know, I can show instead of a stuffed animal. I got an amiibo, and I'm going to show it to you guys because you've seen my stuffed animals, but this is very cute too, and I haven't got a chance to show it to you guys. Okay. I got a Kirby, and I love him very much. Kirby was my favorite as a kid. And now I have him. Look how cute he is. This is the new amiibo that came out with the new Kirby game. He sits on my monitor and watches me while I stream. I'm still at that early point of like, I've done 2 of these Nun Massacre levels now, so I started like to understand a bit of like the early to mid to late game formula. I'm definitely squarely in that early game where I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be. Oh, here we go. I just saw him come pretty close and then stop. He's moving away. He's coming closer. He's pulling back. Ooh, I like the print in this room. Huh? Fuck off. How does the hand deal with time zones? It runs on Pacific Standard Time. Aspen, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. When I was teaching Tess how to stream, she asked me what to say when there was a new follower, and I told her what I said, which is, hey, thank you so much for following. Welcome aboard. And I said, you know, but you can say whatever you want. And she said, no, I like that because it's nautical themed. I said, ah, okay, baby. If you can read this, my name is Beth Holmes. I'm 14 years old, And my parents' names are Diana and Robert Holmes. I'm hiding this note because I'm in danger. I was kidnapped while camping with my friends, brought to this abandoned shelter, and whoever took me is... The note is too stained to read. Tess is from like a seaside town, so she is very nautical themed. She wears like a seersucker hat and stuff. Pickable lock. Oh, there's our scale. What floor is this on? 3B, it looks like. Alright, so 3B is where we come to take all the limbs. This game is incredibly scary, Aspen. Tess would kill it in a little sailor's outfit. I think it would really suit her. Say, I don't think he's gonna come this way, so. Yeah, seersucker is like a classic, like, you know, East Coast prep boating guy kind of thing. It's like Sperry boat shoes. Just a rock. I keep wanting these rooms to be more useful for hiding than they are. I would say like a really sizable chunk of my deaths are me trying to hide in those rooms, and then the game is like, nah, this isn't a hiding spot. I guess I'll go back to the barbed wire pit from the other way that we saw before. There we go. Yeah, to answer the question about the time zones with the hand. So here's what I'm thinking. I think that whatever culture observes that the hand kills once a day would eventually develop time zones based on the hand. I think that we would develop a time-telling system based on the hand. We'd have hand time. Gabor 1112, welcome aboard. That gives us access to another path. Let's see if we got access to anything else. Let's find out the full breadth of what we got. This is usually the exit that says I can't turn back here. Let's see if it's still that way here. Ooh, one of the anomalies. Very scary. How do I pick you up, Mr. Anomaly? Come on, I know that's what you are. Woo! If you find all of those anomalies, you unlock another mode that is based on the back rooms, the classic creepypasta. That said, the killer in the back rooms version of this is invisible, so I do not know if we'll be doing that one. Yeah, I think you could probably go a pretty long time without seeing the hand, yeah. 365 deaths a year spread out over the entire planet is really not that many. $5291, is that what that... I need to switch myself to VHS mode so I can tell. 52?1. Got it. 52?1. 52?1. hate you, game. Don't do the scary things. Beginning piece of newspaper article. Dated April 14th, 1985. Several hundred persons... Please don't see me. I can't see a damn thing. It's so dark. Just gonna stay still. Oh, good. I did do what I wanted to do, which is get behind the couch. All right. April 14th, 1985. Several hundred persons, led by city, county, and state police, failed after an all-night search for 23-year-old Martha Rudolph. Police Chief Mark Withers says no clues have been found during the hours-long search through car lots, cornfields, and vacant homes surrounding the area. Authorities are asking. The rest of the page is ripped. Yeah, Crowbot Rock, I think that's a good point. Is people, because I think the hand, I think you would see the hand flying too, right? Like how we see how you see like airplanes and whatnot fly overhead. I think you'd see the hand sometimes. I think it would fly. I think it's silent as it flies, but it's still a big hand about the size of a large dining room table, so I think you'd still see it sometimes. There we go. Yeah, honestly, we're talking about the hand. So we're saying, how would the world be different if there was a giant hand that flied around, and once a day it would pick somebody and crush them with its finger. It would only crush one person a day, and it always moves slightly faster than you. Spook, hello, welcome. Very powerful indeed, Mega. Good work. Yeah, and also the hand has always existed. And to a point, don't be the guy who's like, well, actually, if the hand always crushed one person a day, the first human would have gotten crushed, and then we never maybe know humanity. It's like, shut up. That's against, you know, that's against the spirit of the thought experiment. I think the hand is completely random. It is not bound by, you know, race, class, creed, etc. Well, honest Ed, here's the thing: is like, would there be a hand cult, or would the hand religion be like the main religion on Earth? Because, like, you can see the hand, you know it's real. No! Yeah, exactly. It's hard to deny a hand religion when we all know that the hand is real. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be like, wow, you believe in the hand? When it's like, yeah, well, we all just saw the hand. It crushed Gary at his wedding the other week. I guess my question is maybe culturally getting crushed by the hand becomes like a good thing? Like maybe it becomes like the mythos becomes like, oh, well, if the hand crushes you, you go right to heaven no matter what, you know? Or maybe the other way around. Maybe maybe we find a way to make it so the person who got crushed by the hand deserved it. Maybe they were not faithful enough. Of course, the hand doesn't actually care about these things. The hand just does what it wants. No! I hate the drill killer. Why does the drill killer sound like an orangutan? He gets really excited. He's not... Also, like, you see his proportions? Like, there's something inhuman about it. It is only one person a day. And not only is it only, it's exactly one person a day. Every single day. No more, no less. Yes, the chance of getting handed is very small. I agree. But I do think that the imagery, like, I think that the hand would become... You know how, like, there's a lot of cross imagery and stuff? Even when it doesn't necessarily make sense, like Evangelion? I think that the hand would maybe occupy that space. Culturally. Because, yes, most people will go through their entire life and never experience getting crushed by the hand. You might not even know anyone who got crushed by the hand. I think lots of people have tried to fuck the hand. I think most of them are ineffective just because the hand does not care about anything other than finding its next person to crush. And a few of them got crushed, probably. They're probably like, the hand was here to finally sleep with me. And then that's it. Squish. Yeah, the hand is pretty much always in motion if it's not... The way I picture it is like the hand moves very quickly through the sky until it gets close enough to you to be like, well, it's time to do some crushing, at which point it then begins to move slightly faster than you, as outlined in the original prompt. Ooh. Oop, didn't mean to drop that. The hand does not sleep. I assume that it kind of just flies around until it gets the next target. I think that maybe modern we would know where the hand is at all times. But there isn't... So far, I don't think there's been any consistent way to protect yourself from the hand that has been discovered. Yeah, the hand used to be much more threatening when there's less humans on Earth. Nowadays, the odds of getting handed are like nothing. There is a door with nails. We need the hammer to open that door. Right now we have the We have the drain cleaner, which means we need to go up to a higher floor and find the bathroom so that we can pour the drain cleaner in and get the hex key out, which will cause the hex key to drop out somewhere. This room does not have the pipe, so it's not going to drop out here. I think that maybe there would be a time where there were hand warning systems, but I think once it was established that you can't get away from the hand, we probably would retire that. I think we would come to view being crushed by the giant hand in the sky the same way you would view like a freak accident where a blood vessel bursts in your brain and kills you. Like, it's, you know, does the chance exist? Yes, technically. But, you know, you can't go through your life assuming that's going to happen to you. You can't go through your life, and I think people would feel the same way about the giant hand. They'd be like, you can't just be afraid of the giant hand forever. It's just a fact. It's a fact of life, you know? Oh, there we go. 3E is where the flashlight is. Cool. That's a huge buff for us. Get this damn lighter out of here. The lighter is by 3E, by the way. I don't think this is going to be the run where we need it, because candles tend to be a later game thing. But just, you know, a thing to note. Yes, welcome to the factory, Plaguers. We're having a scaly one. I think, Robo Rosa, to answer your question, if you hug someone all day, my instinct is to say that the hand just separates you two, because it's a hand, you know, it's got opposable fingers and whatnot, and a thumb. It could probably just separate you guys. Yeah, well, and that too. Once you realize the hand just picked you, it's probably too late. I think it was 5-1 blank 2. Oh no, I got it wrong. Fuck. Does anyone remember what the number was? Help. Was it 5 blank 1 2? 5 2 blank 1. Got it. Thank you. There we go. Thank you so much, Elliot. Ah, the hammer. Okay, so we actually have seen where that needs to be used. Yeah, Robo Rosa, I think, I don't think the hand really cares if somebody else accidentally gets crushed. I think it only cares about crushing one of you, so, like, if you got away or you only got, like, maimed or whatever, it wouldn't really care, because you weren't, like, its crush target for the day. But I think it doesn't really worry about collateral damage. At what stage in pregnancy does the hand no longer crush the mother? I think that so there's two possible answers to this, right? There's either we say, well, the hand at some point does not crush the mother because there's two people, right? Or based on what I just said, which is that it doesn't really care if there's an auxiliary death, perhaps the hand crushes you, is twice as likely to crush you if you're a pregnant mother because there's two people there. Which I guess, No, because it would be unfair for the hand to crush you before you were, like, developed. So we should define... Okay, so I think that the mother just has the same normal chance of being crushed. Yeah, Clarm, I think the problem posed by the... Like, other people have said that too. Like, well, surely we would know. But the thing is that, I think that the hand, you know, it crushes all over the world. Unless all the governments in the world, like, united to create some sort of hand registry, I think it would be likely that sometimes people get crushed and it just doesn't get reported. Or at least it might not get found out until the day of. Like, what if you're out hiking and the hand crushes you? No one could know for days. And I think that's perfectly possible. Yes, the hand leaves fingerprints on the victim. The hand's fingerprints don't match any, like, known living human being. Ah! Dang it. I thought I had it. Alright, sometimes you get killed. Alright, that was not a bad first run. I think we got this one. Let's go back. Oh yeah, Susie the Sphere Hunter is in the credits there. Yeah, whoever called that was Susie. Honest Ed, what I imagine is the hand, it takes a big finger, just squishes them. I think the hand is incredibly powerful, Pineapple Charm, but I don't think it's, like, aggressive. So, like, if you tried to restrain the hand, I think it would free itself, but I do not think it would, like, make any effort to hurt anyone in the process. But that said, like, if you wrapped the hand in, like metal wires, right? And the hand burst out of them and the metal wires shot everywhere. Like, you could still be hurt by its escape, but it wouldn't try to hurt you. It simply wants to escape so it can go crush one person a day. There we go. Pineapple Charm, thank you for the follow. Queen Lara, I think that you could theoretically ride the hand. I think it would be very dangerous. The hand doesn't, it flies, and I don't think it really cares about if you fall off or not. But I also don't think, I think as long as you're not impeding the hand, I don't think it minds if you ride it. I think it's just kind of like, it's like a machine. It's on its way to its next mission. And as long as you're not keeping it from doing that, I don't think it really cares. So if you wanted to ride on the hand, I do think that would be a viable thing to do. Okay, so Hamdramath, if you live to be 100, there's about a 1 in 200,000 chance that you would get handed. Okay, which is, not that high. That's a pretty low. That's the thing to be clear is, like, the hand is not nearly as dangerous as, like, driving a car, even, as far as, like, the likelihood you will die. But I do think that the imagery of a giant hand that crushes one person a day and flies through the air and it's invincible would have pretty far-reaching impacts on human society. The hand cannot be destroyed by any sort of conventional human means, as far as we know. March of the Slunks. Humans, I think, would certainly try, but I think that all of our efforts would fail. And I think that after a certain amount of time, do you ever play Final Fantasy X? How they try to use all the machines to kill Sin, and it fails, and then everyone's like, oh, well, of course not. There's no way to destroy Sin. I think that's how we'd feel about the hand. Would be like, eventually we'd try all these things, but eventually we would all just be like, well, of course there's no way to stop the hand. Don't be ridiculous. All right, this is the room we gotta go into at some point. So I'm actually gonna take this rock. I'm purposefully dropping it right in front of the door so we can find it later. I believe we have the key, so. Yeah, the hand is not so much a creature, it's more of a force. I thought the Final Fantasy IX's twist at the end where you find out that Zidane is like a manufactured war machine was interesting. 8 is a mess, so 8 is a mess for both mechanically and story-wise, so I think that there would be attempts to find ways to appease the hand, much like Final Fantasy X, but I don't think, unlike Final Fantasy X where they do find a successful one, albeit a temporary one, I don't think we would have that. Exactly. It would be like trying to appease gravity. It's just, you can't. It's a force of nature. Do the victims see or hear anything before they die? Yeah, I would say that the victims probably hear the other people around them go, oh God, it's the hand. Oh no, it's crushing him. Ah! Arby, the hand hunts exclusively on Earth, I think. I think, which, you know, raises the question, like, what if somebody was that day's target of the hand and then they left the stratosphere? I think the hand would just pick somebody else. Paperclip, very cool. I wonder if, would they get like cool visions? Yeah, they would get a vision of like a giant hand squishing them. Would be what they would see. They would see a big hand that would squish them. Simple as. Yeah, I definitely think that it would really complicate our relationship with our own hands, right? Because, you know, oh, it looks just like the hand. What does that mean? Instead of a hand, it was a foot and everyone was horny for it. See, we don't talk about that universe. That's a cursed universe. Maybe it would become like taboo to maybe we'd all wear gloves. You know, like back in the Victorian eras, it was taboo to show your ankles, even though like it's not inherently anything sexual about that. Maybe there would be a taboo about showing your hands. Maybe you would like everyone would wear gloves all the time, and it would be like, you know, almost risque to show your hands. Yeah, there would be hand fan cams without a doubt. There would be goth teenagers with like pictures of the hand, like grainy security cam pictures of the hand all over their walls of their bedroom. There would probably be fan art for the hands. Yeah, I mean, the shape of your hand would probably be at least somewhat taboo as well, but I think that the human hand is so useful that we'd have to, like, create some kind of compromise. Yes, exactly. Merc Sapient, the thought that you have just come to was the exact thought that I came to too, which is that it would become a popular murder method to like crush somebody and then try to convince everyone the hand did it. I think that nowadays maybe that would be pretty hard. That they probably would be like hand cams and whatnot that you could find out whether or not the hand actually crushed somebody. But back in the day, I imagine that would probably be a pretty successful way to cover up a murder. Exactly. Where is the hand on the night of the murder, precisely? Well, Captain Oblivion, I think that we wouldn't track it because we cared about knowing where it was. I think that we would end up tracking it as part of our criminal justice system so that people could not blame their murders on the hand. It would become such a common methodology to try to disguise your own crimes that we would track the hand not out of fear of the hand, but as sort of like a part of our law enforcement. I can't believe you're still trying to do that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Don't Get Hit challenge. That thing sounds so hard. I guess I'll drop the hammer by the vent over here because I'm going to go into that room where the other vent is and open it up, and I'll just come back for the hammer through the vent. That's creepy. The wire clippers. Cool. We gotta break that window. There's a rock. Very nice. I'm gonna tuck myself into this corner in hopes that he won't see me if he walks by. Is the hand hypothetical scarier than the game? You know, I don't think so, because in the hand hypothetical world, it's pretty unlikely that I will be killed by the hand. In this world, it is pretty likely that the drill killer is gonna get me. Crowbot Rock, you're really quite the masochist, I can see. Still attempting that. But you know, live your truth. Yeah, I think that most people would not encounter somebody crushed by the hand. I think that people who do know someone who's get crushed by the hand would probably become very religious. Yeah, Chef Hathaway, exactly. The hand is not... The thing about the hand is it's not the most likely way to die. It is simply the... It's the iconography. Onlybands.com. Stay getting bans by joining the only good one, Berries. Thank you so much for the $25 tip. We are less than $50 away from our biggie goal. Thank you guys so much. Is that a rock? A rock. I will say one thing that is a little bit silly about this game is that you need a rock to break windows. I have a hammer. Just let me break the windows with a hammer. But I get for balancing reasons, you gotta use the rock. But it's just a little funny. Yeah, I think that... Yeah, Captain Oblivion, I think more so than like the actual danger of the hand, the iconography of the hand would have a big cultural impact. You know, like the fact that that exists out there would have a big cultural impact, more so than like, you know, because you die. Yeah, exactly. Like there'd be hand stuff in religions and whatnot. I think that the hand religion might even be like the most popular religion on account of it's like, well, you know, I don't know about this Jesus stuff, but I do know the hand is real. You know, I don't know if Jesus lived or not, they say it, but I do know that the hand is real. We've all seen the hand. Yeah, exactly. Like the hand is like the claw from Toy Story. Precisely. That's honestly, that's what I'm thinking is maybe the like getting grabbed by the hand would be like a religious thing. Like getting crushed by the hand would be like you know, an honor because it's so rare. I think there would be certain religions that would believe that like only people of like a certain like moral fiber, quality moral fiber would be crushed by the hand. I don't like this tinkling noise it's making. Oh man, I forgot to grab the motion sensor. That's what I'm missing. I was like, I feel like I don't have as many items as usual. Yeah, because I don't have my motion sensor. Which I usually wear like a security blanket all game. Just a scary guy. You gotta hand it to the hand. That's right. Crisper Bird, that's a good question as to what that sound was. I do not know. That's why I hid under the bed. I was scared. It may mean nothing. It might just be to scare us, but it costs you nothing to cower under the bed like a child. I've always said that. My father, he said to me as a child, he said Barry, which was weird because that wasn't my name. And he was like, Barry, it's never bad to cower under the bed if you think the drill killer is coming. RIP at the 300 bits. Thank you. Oh yeah, there would be hand fan cams. There would be hand talk would be like Catholic TikTok, you know? Like when I'm at school and I see the other kids not washing their hands and I know they won't get picked by the hand, and then like, you know, some kid with like a hand necklace instead of a cross, like rolling their eyes at all the, you know, hand religious peers. All right, let's try to get this door open without dying this time. Hand jobs would become divine, or they'd become extremely taboo. You know, I'll take it. He phased through the door we were opening. Somehow he missed me. Never punished, baby. Yeah, you're right. Foot jobs would become normal. Foot jobs would be like first base now, and hand jobs would occupy like a common taboo sexuality, but like one that's still like, you know, not really fit for talking about in public in mixed company. Like I don't know, like DDLG or something like that, where it's like it's common, but a lot of people are still pretty repulsed by it. I think that's how people would feel about. Honestly, probably about bare hands in general, let alone contact with them. I have a stand-up reward, which I will do as soon as I can find a safe place to hide. I know it's sharp. There we go. Yeah, no, edgelord. It's just a like an expanded mode for the. Whoa, there he is. These are just like, you know, alternate modes of the same game. That said, every single one of these we've played except for the original Nun one, which is, you know, the classic, is based on a separate, completely different puppet combo game with its own mechanics, its own levels, everything. This one is based on Power Drill Massacre. And the last one we did was based on Evil Clowns, which is one of his less popular ones because it's Patreon only. Thrasher, hello. How are you? Making the jerk-off gesture would be a felony. Good, it should be. Anyway, I have a stand-up reward, so I can hide under here. My skimpy little dress. This it pushes a little close to TOS, so I'm not gonna do too much, but it's a very cute dress. I really like it. I bought it when I was sad. It was after my landlord was being so mean to me, and I was sad and I was stressed out, and I was like, I want a thing. I want a thing to make me feel better, and I bought this dress on a whim, and I forgot about it. And I just the other day, I had it delivered to the old house that I was living at because I thought I wasn't going to get to move in here because our landlord was being a psycho. But then when I finally went back to the old house to clean it up, I found the dress there, like in my mailbox. I was like, hoo hoo. Indeed. Truly. Ah, he got me. Minty tip 690. Bagel mads with extra lox and scallion cream cheese. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, even though I did just get completely burked. Oh my gosh. Life is so hard for me. And that camera angle. I'm glad you like it. I did like a purple eyeshadow and tried to, you know, I got like a berry lip and then put a sheen on top of it. Try to just, you know, do the dress justice. I appreciate hearing that I've succeeded. I hate the whispering. As far as I can tell, the whispering happens like when you die and isn't really indicative of anything necessarily, but it's scary. Yeah, I think you're right. Hands, Lilac and Lilies, that makes sense. The hands as a whole might be associated with like violence or retribution or something like that. Why are there class? Well, where else are you gonna teach all the new guys how to do HVAC if you don't have some classrooms in your factory? Yeah, exactly. Bare hands would be like a FetLife tag, precisely. I think that it, you know, let's say the hand crushes you like this, right? It goes. I think that this motion would be a threat. All right. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason there's classrooms here is just because it is using the assets from Nun Massacre, but factories do often have classrooms. As the child of a heating and air conditioning specialist who, in his old age, they still call my dad up from his old job that he retired from 5 years ago and be like, hey, you want to come in and make a bunch of money, just work for like 10 hours teaching these kids how to do this stuff you already know how to do? The hand is totally random. It's the drain. Yeah, there's something in there, obviously. Chef Hathaway, I think we decided it was funnier if the hand exists in physical space at all times. It just zooms around. There we go. Get on our sneak. I think there would be like movies about the hand. I think that Mel Gibson would have made The Passion of the Hand. Where's the sugar tunnel? Please don't appear before I make it in the sugar tunnel. Begging you. Go, 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 go! Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? No! No! I will be bandaging up my drill injuries. There we go. It's like it never happened. You love to get a W, folks. And that's a W. How did I survive? Just, you know, dumb luck, mostly. What horror movie should we do tonight, by the way? Or not tonight, this weekend in the Discord. You guys have any recommendations? I'm willing to take some recommendations from the field tonight. Alright, let's creep through. So, this is just a thought for the hand mythology. What if over time, because like I said, the hand doesn't really care about anything other than crushing people, right? So if you like, someone asked if you could ride on it, I said sure, as long as you're not interfering with it. By that same token, do you think that the worshippers of the hand like adorn it? Like, do you think they like create rings for the hand and like through their coordinated effort of their religion get it slipped onto its fingers and it wears it around as some sort of sign of their love? I have not seen the original Let the Right One In. I didn't even know Let the Right One In there's more than one. Oh yeah, we were talking about doing killer clowns. I forgot about that. Magma Suit with the 1189 tip. Thank you so much. Idle Hands. Bringing us to 269.69. Let's go. Great numbers. What more could you ask for? That's the hallway to the entrance. I forgot we were talking about doing killer clowns. Killer clowns could be good. I was thinking about maybe just assigning 2 movies based on having my 2 favorite original songs written for movies, which would be a double feature of Killer Clowns from Outer Space and the original Pet Sematary. But I'm not sure. You have one to see. Ooh, maybe we'll do Pet Sematary then. Those are classics. Also, the song that the Ramones do the song for Pet Sematary, and it's like the best Ramones song in my opinion. It's like if the Ramones were like a goth band instead of like, you know, what they actually did. It's so funny that Stephen King hates The Shining because Stanley Kubrick cut out a bunch of his like cocaine nonsense. He's like, you took out all the topiaries that run around. It's like, yeah, bro, because that was kind of goofy. Do you think we would still use wedding rings in the world with the hand? Or would that be like a faux pas? This room is just cursed. Every time I come into this room, in all 3 runs, this is like the most common place I get marked. He's nearby. Ugh. Dead end. Ooh. Hex key. I want to go drop off these, Oh, we haven't even finished exploring this floor yet. Alright. There's the clock. We don't have the gear yet, though. We need to get that from the scale. And another mannequin organ. That's the thing. Everyone would just wear gloves all the time. That's definitely a statement I agree with. And for the hand verse. I think it would be considered a bit tasteless to have your hands out. Maybe as time went on, there would be some people pushing boundaries with like fingerless gloves. Might be like a bit of a, you know, like a slutty attire. Because obviously, like, you know, the hands are taboo, but eventually people who are growing up and they don't know anyone who got crushed by the hands, but they know the hands are always covered and taboo, would eventually, you know, there would be some sort of weird magnetism to hands, right? This is a Swedish version? Is that what it originally is? A Swedish film? Ooh, that's a fair point. They could just cover the crushing finger. I can't remember where the scale was. I thought it was on the 3rd floor. But, you know, clearly not. Maybe we would point with our middle fingers or something. I feel like it crushes with his index finger, right? I think that's a safe bet. I'm just gonna wander until I find the scale. Because at a certain point, like, getting the layout of this place is, like, the most important thing. Even if this is not our winning run. If the person who has been chosen by the hand dies, the hand just goes for somebody else. I think we need a foot that kills 365 people in one day. Like what? Like a Monty Python sketch? Like it just like stomps on them? I do agree that perhaps the giant foot might be too sexy. But you know, maybe it wouldn't be in the world where a giant foot crushes 365 people in one day every year. But it also seems like, so like what, would it just like crush them 365 people one by one? Like what's the methodology here? You're right, the danger might make it sexier. That is fair. Yeah, I was... Okay, thank you for clarifying. I was like, you said 0.4. I was like, trying to do the math in my head. I was like, wait. Why is it 0.4? Okay, this is the floor with the spike. Which just means this is the floor that we get into pretty early. Just trying to get the layout. I sure have been staticking for a while. Hopefully he's not behind me. I don't want to turn around and look and have it start screaming at me. I'm too scared. There could be a foot that kills one person every leap year. I think that if there was a foot like that, though, it would not be seen all the time like the hand. It would just show up once a year. Get a quick stomp in. Move on. What floor is this? 4th. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Well, time to go back and grab that hex key. I think it was on the 2nd floor. What if it was a... I think once it becomes a giant skeleton, that's like a whole different thing. It would be spooky and scary, though. I can't really argue with you there. What's the Gasha de Koro yokai? Tell me more. Impart beautiful, beautiful knowledge onto me and make my brain slightly larger. Oh, it's a giant skeleton. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So I think I get the concept of giant skeleton. It's like a skeleton, but it's big, right? I have a skeleton, so I have like a pretty good handle on what those are. That's a dead end. He must have been on the floor beneath me. I was like, I'm gonna have to run right by this guy, but no. Thankfully not. They pick up it. Well, in that way, they're definitely similar in that, like, they are unstoppable and invincible. But I do think that, it's no giant hand. You know? Run through the room I'm scared of. Get the hex key. Cool. There's some locks that we can pick on the 4th floor of the 4th floor east corridor. There we go. Handyman would be a term for priests. That makes sense. Other side. All right. You can't scare me. I know you're just trying to get me, Puppet Combo. I know you're a cruel, cruel developer. And you do scary stuff in your games. You make scary sounds to scare me personally, specifically. Yeah, well, I'm on to it. There we go. We have access to one of the candles. Another pickable lock, yeah. Zephyr's Rude, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. We're playing Nun Massacre. Specifically, the Power Drill Massacre chapter of Nun Massacre. Bandages? Do I have any damage? No, I don't. So... not the most useful to me right now, but... but I'll take them with me. I'll drop them in, like, the hallway or something. Somewhere easier to find. How many pieces do I have on you? 4. Okay. Which is, like, you know, a start, but certainly not a full spread by any means. Oh, I like that for the foot. So it comes down once every 4 years and it just stays there. Yeah, at that point, you could do so much science to it to try to figure out what it is. Bandages there. One of the candles. These tend to be like important in like the late game. I'm just gonna start leaving items in stairwells. It seems much easier than searching floors for them. Yeah, you could have a festival for it when somebody gets stomped on. That or people, it would depend. I guess it'd be a cultural thing. It'd be either you have a festival in hopes that, you know, your religion says it's good to get stomped on by the giant foot that comes once every 4 years. Or you try to avoid gatherings so you maybe won't get stomped on. And of course, to be at an event where the foot comes down and to not get stomped on is incredibly dishonorable. I think that goes without saying, but... I think maybe the foot has to double tap, but I think it does its best. Foot fetish dream job is giant mystery foot scientist. That checks out. That scans. Nope, no, no. Please don't cause any problems for me. So we still need a couple more. It's the bandage box. We still need a couple more mannequin organs. I don't quite remember where they are. I haven't seen old Drilly in a bit. But you know, now that I've said that, he's gonna show right up. Oof. I mean, I don't think they obey physics because I think the hand flies through the air, right? Which I don't think hands do normally. Fuck. I need a paperclip to get into there. Another mannequin piece. Very good. That's where the clock is. We need the gear that comes out of the scale that we break with the mannequin parts, but we're not quite there yet. Actually, we'll drop the hex key in front of that locked door, I think, because I don't have any paper clips anyway. There we go. Yeah, the hand slash foot obeys no one. I agree. I think that makes more sense. And this whole exercise is really about making sense. Cool. I think even before I finish exploring this floor, I might go back and pick that lock, but peek around. I should check in case there's another mannequin part and I could bring them both back at the same time. Oh, I need the screwdriver. Oh, okay. I didn't think I was ever going to need the screwdriver again for this run. Nailed it. Rewarded for excellent play as usual. Ah, the gun. You know, I didn't have great luck with the gun last time, but it is a new day. I think that from time to time the hand might attack someone in an airplane and crash the plane, yes. I don't think the hand intends to, you know, to crash the plane. But I do think it could happen. Yeah, get out of here! He ran away because I landed a shot on him. Whew! That felt good. Hydrate. You got it. You're really letting Bebop put you through the ringer, huh? It would probably be psycho of me to drop the motion sensor in order to get all 3 pieces of the mannequin, right? That would probably be like an insane person thing to do. But you know, nothing risked, nothing gained. I think that there would be lots of conspiracies about people who would think that various things were actually done by the hand and not actually, you know, like, no, that person didn't do that. It was the hand that killed him. So we do not have our motion sensor now, which is probably the worst feeling in the world. But we have all of the remaining mannequin parts. It's not a real way you can go. Oh my god. How did you get behind me? I thought I saw you. Alright, well, we made it. Get the gear. Now, if he doesn't come kill us immediately, there's bandages in this hallway. Yes! It's like it never happened. Which is the clock on floor 4 as well? Not sure. I want to check. This is the audio work in this game is so good, Entrots. Yeah, exactly. Epstein would have died from the hand. No! Climb through, climb through, climb through! No! Ah! No. All right, we're back. We're back. We got this. We got this. I do hate getting drilled to death. Well, yeah, Merc Sapient, well put. Sugar tunnel. You know, kind of starting to regret dropping that motion sensor. I knew how to get back to it, and then I died. Now I don't quite remember as well. Yeah, I think that, yeah, people would probably wouldn't say the hand crushed you. That's a little morbid. They probably would say that you got fingered. And before you say anything, it wouldn't mean the other thing in that world. Touched. Touched is really good. Yes, even better. Yeah, the hand laid its prints upon him. It's just, you know, like the religious way to say you got hand crushed. Ah! No, please! No! Please! I was doing so good this run! Leave me alone! No, there's no escape! No! Yeah, moral of the story is never drop the scanner. You know what would be the rudest gesture in the hand world, though? Poke. Right between the eyes. Or in the forehead. That would be the equivalent of, like, slapping someone in the face. At least I look cute dying. Thank you. The drill guy does seem faster than the others. I agree. Yeah, everyone will wear gloves. Exactly, Galentine. I'm glad we're on the same page.
It was just supposed to be a relaxing camping trip with my friends, sitting around the campfire.
I like the implication that we're playing as Susie Sphere Hunter. See, I need to get that clout so Puppet Combo will let me record voiceovers in games. Yeah, this actually all actually happened to Susie, so... There we go. Let's get that connect. What, with Sphere Hunter? Susie and I are already mutuals. Oh, Puppet? Yeah. I mean, I tweet at Puppet like every other day, and he responds every single time. So I feel like it's less that, like, I don't want to impose is more what it is. I feel like I would want more clout before I felt comfortable asking. Is more so than thinking that I would get blown off. There we go. We got our key. But as far as I can remember, I've never seen him come up here, so I might as well just go around and break all these windows and locate the room that has the... What's it called? I'm blanking what's inside of it, but it's the room you need to use the rubbing alcohol in. Alright, let's keep putzing. Mr. Regivort, hello. Welcome. Can't stay and watch. I say happy streaming. Oh, thank you so much, Eva. Thanks for tuning in. It's okay if you can't stay the whole time. I'll let it go this time, but next time we'll see. There'll be hell to pay next time. I thought I have a key. There it is. Just couldn't see in the dark. Mr. Ouija board, welcome aboard. Thank you for cruising in from the Twitterverse to here. It's locked. Barry's character in a game like this would probably start out doubting, but eventually become a big fan of whatever this... Yeah, that sounds right. I just think he's neat, guys. I think he gets a bad rap. Merc Sapien tipped 420. Thank you so much. Our goal today is to get Bagel to the vet, and so I appreciate it very, very much. For us to stream. May the hand forever be hovering over the head of your enemies. Huzzah! Right? The hand makes some good points. Maybe if I offer enough of my... I could see that. I could see being positioned as a... as somebody who, like, allies themselves in some sick, twisted way with the villain. Perhaps you know, you find out at the very end that I was not behind it, but in on it all along. I think that would suit me. Let's go use that rubbing alcohol. You move so fast when you sprint in this. Chef Hathaway tipped $16.11. Thank you so much. Ooh, bringing us $10 away from our goal. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, I can't use the hand on that. That's not what I actually meant to do. There we go. Bring my lighter out. Thanks so much, Chef Hathaway. Ah, the screwdriver is in here. That was what was in here. I forgot. Drop the bottle. Take the screw. I mean, you know, I feel like it took me a couple runs, but I'm starting to develop like an overarching strategy for this. Like leaving items in the hallway seems to be a winning proposition. Adeline with a $5 tip. Thank you so much. And Stilt Puppy. Thank you so much for the follow. You know, I'm something of a puppy myself. Welcome aboard. Hell yeah, is right. Speaking of Yag, we're gonna have Lilith on the stream again soon if her computer stops blowing up and being destroyed. The hand with the $10 tip squishes the head of the truly devoted. Thank you so much. And we've hit our bagel goal. Thank you guys so much. Very appreciated. I would bring Bagel to celebrate. Right now she's with my folks because my landlord is coming tomorrow, and you gotta hide the dog. And my parents are like, oh, you need to hide the dog? Here, let us take the dog. We'd love to hang out with the dog. They love Bagel very much. My dad says that when they take Bagel, my mom just like lays on the couch motionless with Bagel for like the first 24 straight hours. Which I do think is cute. Here's the sugar tunnel. I'll drop the mannequin hand there. Love to hit a goal. Thank you all so much. My folks are very sweet. I saw my dad today. Actually, the reason I started stream an hour late was because I made an extra hour of time to hang out with my dad. I had a really sweet moment. This is going to sound really cringe, but you guys are going to all have to be on board with me. I had a really sweet moment today. My dad came over to help like hang up some shelves and stuff in my new house, and he walked him through the house, and I showed him my stream room. And he said that my stream room looked very professional and that he was very proud of me. And that made me feel really, really good. It was very cute. Man! Ah, come on! Come on! You're killing me here. You're killing me. Yeah, it wasn't cringe. It's cringe to have a good relationship with your dad. It's Reddit of me. Yeah, he wanted to congratulate me and accidentally used the drill. That's fair. Cover's still on! Alright, this run's probably not gonna be it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say this is probably not going to be the run. We haven't even gotten to the detector yet and we've lost 2 lives. Man, just... I guess they can't all be winners, but he's really raking us over the coals in this one. He's really drilling us here. Where's the sugar tunnel? Right here? If you're gonna get me, just get me. It's fine. I'm not even gonna run. That's fine. Not our run. That's okay, because there's more runs to be had. Oh, to be drilled in the sugar tea? Oh my god. Go to jail. But yeah, my dad came over and we got hoagies and I showed him the stream room and he said he was very professional and he was very proud of me. And it was very heartwarming. My parents don't totally understand what a streamer is or what I do. But they see that I'm able to pay my rent, and I think that's enough for them. Especially my dad, who, like, you know, has a background in, like, he loves, like, stereo systems, like hi-fi stereo systems and stuff like that. So he, like, saw my stream room where I have all this, like, noise dampening and sound, you know, I have, like, in addition to my headphones, I have a sound system stuff, and he was like, whoa, it's like a whole studio in here. I was like, yeah, I know. Kapuko, hello, welcome.
It was just supposed to be a relaxing camping trip with my friends, sitting around the campfire, drinking some beers. But we heard something in the woods, watching us. We thought it was nothing, just our nerves. We went to bed. I awoke to screaming, god-awful screaming. I jumped out of my tent. Something was killing John. Blood sprayed through the air. I took off running as fast as my legs would carry me, deeper and deeper into the woods, until the sound faded in the distance. I found myself in front of a large building, entering it to seek help.
Yeah, exactly. My dad was like, wow, you're just like PewDiePie. I was like, that's so true, Dad. It's always funny when you'll see the occasional guy on the internet who, you know, likes to be mean to cute girls on the internet, and will be like, wow, being hot on the internet, no father figure much. And then I'm like, my dad is like constantly trying to hang out. And we do. In fact, I have reservations this weekend for a fancy Italian restaurant that I really like. And I'm taking my dad, both my parents there for Father's Day for my dad. I'm just like XQC. Zero G Britannia with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Super appreciated. And the follow. Wow. The rare subscription before the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. My parents have not been on the stream yet, but I do want to do that at some point. I think it would be really cute. I think it would be cute to come in and like point at the chat and be like, look, these are all the people who are watching. Everybody say hi. I like the wallpaper in here. This room looks kind of nice. I could stay in here. If I didn't have a whole like thing to do, I could just stay in here. There's our key. Was it difficult explaining to them what I do? Oh yeah, totally. Very much so. The way I just kind of describe it as like kind of the intersection between a YouTuber and a radio host, but with like a video camera. And that usually seems to be like enough for like older people who don't know anything about streaming to like understand the gist of it, because they understand what like a radio host is. And they understand what YouTube is because everyone does now. Stretch. Okay, do not ask my dad his opinion on Bussy. I'll be like, I don't know what that is. I'm old. My dad will be like, I'm happily married for 30 years. Please, don't tell me what these things are. Yeah, exactly. The British bus mascot, Bussy the Bear. I did not see Bussy the Bear. But, it's not hard to believe, honestly. That's the chapel. This is the room I was looking for. There we go. I'm worried my own dad has opinions on Bussy. I never want to know. Yeah, I'm on pro tier now. Just sprinting around. I'm not even stressed. I'm not even scared of the drill guy anymore, except for when he shows up and then I get really scared. I'm not familiar with Bronski Beats Small Town Boy. What is that? Everyone my dad listens to is like either a classic rock guy or some blues guy I've never heard of whose name is like, Old Blind Strawberry Johnson, who plays like a guitar that's got 3 strings and he hits it with a bat to strum it. It's the old way they used to do it back in the day. It's like everything my dad listens to. This is One String Willie. He plays a board with a string on it that he hits with a wooden rod. That's how we used to do the blues back in the day. Exactly, old Slowfoot Johnson. That's like that's exactly the kind of guy I would find my dad listening to. Wait, what? Where's my rubbing alcohol? There it is. Yeah, like Tiny Voop Squig Shorterly. Someday someone will be like, hey dad, use Mersbo. That already exists. Mersbo's been around for a bit. There's like throbbing gristle dads out there, There's Mersbo dads out there. There's Swans dads out there. Stop it. Man, it's too early for you to attack me. You should at least let me get into the sugar tunnel before you start doing this shit to me. There we go. It's just one guy with a sick blues guitar and a cigarette. Yeah, exactly. All these guys, all the guys my dad listens to. And like, I contribute a certain level of my like getting into punk on my dad, who was not into punk, but if you grew up listening to a bunch of guys who are like, you know, that's how they sing all the time, bluesmen, guys who drink whiskey for breakfast, you know, it's not that big a jump. Espresso, hello. You having second thoughts? Play. It's scary, but I don't. If you beat Akamanto, if you could handle Akamanto, I think you could probably swing this one. I should drop the mannequin hand somewhere useful. I'll drop it like right outside the sugar tunnel door. Tadpole Ronston, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. The Dreadhalls and Oculus Rift. And do you have an Oculus Rift? They seem set. They're like, I'm really intimidated by VR. I think it's scary. It seems so intense. Like, I saw that there's a version of Visage for VR, and I was like, I think I'd rather saw my own head off than play Visage in VR. We do not have a radar yet, but I'm closing in on it. Hide. I've seen too much static for my own comfort. Too many weird sounds. If Jesse can do VR, I can too. Look, Jesse's gonna come to my house and kill me if I ever steal another one of Jesse's gimmicks. Erica019, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Cameron, that does not surprise me. This is already really intense. And I'm playing this like, you know, at a PC with a controller. I can't imagine how intense it must be to just like feel like you're in it. With the mic like that, get some of the mic out of the shot. There we go. Drop the hammer here. Take the paper clip. Take the rock. Take the rock, crouch, jump. Open. Get the radar. Look for the screws. All right. I didn't see where that blip was. I looked away. Always, it's so true. You always got to be doing content. Yeah, Sarah's Hawk. That's how it feels. It feels like VR is like. It's so scary that it wouldn't even have to be a good VR game to be scary. Let alone, like, I always think of that picture of the guy who has his, like, 6-year-old daughter in a VR headset and he's holding up the box for Resident Evil 7. Just ruin the rest of your life. What items do I have? I need the flashlight. That would really, you really need the flashlight in this one. Unlike the other ones where the flashlight's kind of just like, well, I guess I have it. I never used it in the clown one. This one, it's like an essential piece of your inventory. I dropped the screwdriver. I need it later, but first I need to go take the wire clippers. There we go. Yes, she does climb in the vents, Espresso. Absolutely. Yeah, the gameplay loop's similar to Akamanto, but Puppet Combo is really second to none at like menacing vibes, and I think it shows in this one really, really bad. It's very scary. Playing this, like now that I've had a couple nights of this, I'm like not, I'm not immune to it. It's still scary. But the first night that we played Nun Massacre, I thought my heart was gonna blow up. There was a couple times where I just had to stop playing and just like breathe heavy into the mic and be like, God. I like going to IRL haunted houses. I think they're fun. I like to be scared. I enjoy being terrorized. This game reminds me of like stress nightmares I have. I have a very common stress nightmare for me is like to be pursued by something with violent intent. And no matter where I hide, it's like almost never does the thing get me, but I'm constantly having to like run out of my hiding places and like be like chased and stuff like that. It reminds me a lot of the stress nightmares I have. Yeah, there we go. Flashlight. Nun Massacre with left beef. Espresso turning the first. I didn't know that the nun could go in the vents, and I've played a lot of horror games where the monster can't. So like when I turned the corner and I saw the nun in the vents, and it's just like that like screaming noise that comes in whenever they're chasing you hit. It was like I thought my heart was gonna blow up. It was the scariest moment. Mannequin pieces. I might as well just do this mannequin piece real quick because it's right here and so is the scale. There we go. That is locked. This one's open. Nope. Dream chased by giant Nazis. So how do you know the spiders were Nazis? Did they have like a little armband? Board that up. Okay, that's this floor. You just knew? That makes sense. The place I grew up in my youth had one of the most poisonous spiders in the world was native to there, and so I grew up very afraid of spiders. A spider called the brown recluse. I shouldn't have looked. Yeah, it was my mistake, was peeking. I guess. Joel, I bet, yeah. See, that wasn't it not so bad as a shadow victim? No! No! Ah! He got me. He always gets me there. You can't get through the vent in time. Yeah, well, I did live, but he saw to that. At the time, I did live, though. That's fair. A tarantula in its natural habitat. What's a tarantula's natural habitat? Like a glass tank in a guy with the ponytails bedroom? Oh, Texas. Oh, okay. Sometimes I walk around this, I'm just like, listen, I don't have any plan if you do show up. Please just don't. I do not have anything against ponytails. I just making a simple observation that I think that the people who like to enjoy non-standard pets historically have been ponytail guys. I have a strong respect for the ponytail guy. Espresso, it's funny you say that because as soon as I started playing this, I was like, wow, this is just like Akamanto that I saw Espresso play in the Discord like 2 years ago. It's like if instead they went extra psycho on the audio design. All right, that's the way out. The quote unquote way out that we can't go through. Drain cleaner, I think, is in here. Yeah. Take the drain cleaner. No! Ah! No! Ah! 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 No! Jump! No! Get under the bed. He's moving away from me. All right. Let's go. Yeah, engage hit the bricks mode, that's right. They're on some of them are on itch.io, some of them are on Steam. This one specifically I got out of an itch.io sale of Puppet Combo. There was like a pack of Puppet Combo games that went on sale, and I scooped them all up because I knew eventually we'd play them. What do we have here? This is the 3rd floor. Okay. I want to go down the 2nd floor, but every time I go there, the drill guy is there. There's a species of tarantula that lets small frogs live in their burrows to keep out pests. I love that. I love when animals of different species are friends. That's like my favorite thing in the world. I could watch animals of different species be friends all day. It's like pretty much my favorite thing. So, you know, I'm gonna do this. Last time I was pulling the nails out of this, the killer came through this door. Ah, no! He missed me last. No! Man! Punished again! No mercy this run. Jeez. I did summon him. That was really on me. Well, time to find our way back to where we used the hammer. Sugar tunnels down here. Here we are. Delicious. Oh, I don't love this. I don't love this. Just move quickly and... Where's my... Yeah, sensor. I would say that this game very easily scares the water out of me. He's... Ah, no, there he is! No! Where am I? Where am I? No! I'm so sorry, Susie. I made you die again. All right, this is gonna be the one. Maybe. All right, there we go. Creep, just keep creeping. There we go. That's the one. Okay, that's the room that we have to come back to later. After we get the rubbing alcohol. Ah! Ah! Victoria, thank you for the 300 bits. Every day I regret the Obleed Stinger sound alert more and more. I am going to quickly pop into this locker and go grab a quick snack. I'm going to bring up something here that I can eat while I'm on stream so that I don't have to stop playing because I'm getting hungry, but I wanted to try to get the W. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. I got some crackers. Audia the One, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Hot. R beat me either, but my new housemate bought like 2 retail-sized boxes of those peanut butter crackers, and now I indulge myself once in a while with them. I love to enjoy a nice cracker while my keto roommate glares at me for my dreaded carb addiction. Alright, this is going to be the one. We're getting the W this time. We're doing it for the hand. There we go. Key acquired. I should unlock that door just in case I get chased up here. There we go. The more unlocked doors, the better. Because he does not seem to be fettered by locked doors in any way, shape, or form. However, I'm very fettered by them. I'm like as fettered as you can get. So, it's a good way to strike a balance. Alright. Unfurled Relic with the subscription, the 14-month subscription at that. Thank you so, so much. He indeed. Thank you so much for the resub. Paper clip. Rubbing alcohol. Take it back upstairs. I don't even need to see. I know where I'm going. Okay, maybe a little bit of seeing would help, but still. Let's go. Ha! Funny little guy who's supposed to scare me. I chased you. You're the one who got scared. Oh, couple points of order. One, I'm gonna make an appearance on Trash Features YouTube Zone tomorrow before the stream. So we'll start an hour late and probably raiding from the YouTube Zone, but we'll see. But I'll be on Trash Feature stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Friday, I'll be covering Tessa's shift. So I will be streaming on Friday in Tessa's usual 12 to 5 time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why am I seeing static? He doesn't really come up here. Ah! Go, 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 go. You know, of all the places he could be, that's not that bad because I can just run the way I needed to go. That's not the worst. Scary, but not the worst. Static means he's nearby. Yes. Static means he is nearby, Quatoria, but it doesn't account for floors. So sometimes he can be above you on a floor and you'll get the static and he won't actually be near you as far as like being able to get you. So you have to like learn to strike that balance. There we go. EV Pie, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's the sound design in this is very, very scary. Okay. I'm not afraid of you, weird little guy who runs all over the place. At this point, if you're not the driller killer, I'm not worried about it. Oh no, I saw a weird little ghost. It's fine. I would see 100 weird little ghosts as long as I never have to see the drill guy. What do I have? Screwdriver. Oh, a rock. Get rid of that. Keep my lighter out. Let's get strolling. Up here. Those eyes are blocked off. This is the room I first saw. You know, every time I walk into this bathroom, even though nothing bad has happened in here for ages, it's scary to me because this is the room I first saw the nun in for the very first time. In the original run. And the impact has not worn off. Break the window. Here, grab the wire clippers. Jump through. Go to the fuse box, cut the wire. Clip the wire. Take the screwdriver. Unscrew the vent. Valentine, hello. Or Valentine Ferrer, rather. Hello. We are playing Nun Massacre, and I'm mostly just getting scared. But I think, you know, we're making progress. I think we're getting closer. Playing Mario Kart with your mom, that's really cute. I am wearing the dress, Gothy. It's true. I had to put it on, after all. It's like, it's tight to squeeze into, but honestly, once it's on, it's rather comfortable. It looks incredible. Thank you. I really like it. I'll go get my hammer, I guess. Actually, no, I should unlock this door. And then I'll get my hammer. Hammer. March of the Slunks, thank you so much. I really like it. I've told the story of this on stream already, but the way I got this dress, the reason I didn't really remember what it looks like is because when my landlord was being a real nut, when I was like, I've talked about before how when I went to move into the place I'm living in now, which I love, it was not cleaned when I moved in, and I said to the landlord, like, well, you should get this cleaned, and I, you know, get this prorated because it's not ready, and we're moving in, you know? It's not ready by our move-in date. And he tried to be like, oh, I'm not signing to you anymore because you're, you know, you're too uppity, basically. Which is, of course, not legal. But it still freaked me out because the realtor lied to me and said that he could actually do that. He can't. But, so I was freaking out, and I was, like, on my phone, just like, doom scrolling, trying to feel better, and I scrolled across this dress as, like, a targeted ad I got, and I was like, I need retail therapy, and I bought the dress, and but I was in such a tizzy that I didn't even remember what it looked like. And so the dress, like, finally showed up, and I put it on today, basically as if I had never seen it before. And I was like, whoo! This thing is, skimpier than I thought it was when I ordered it. Ada Wong. Yeah, it is an Ada Wong dress, absolutely. Where's my sensor? There he is. Yeah, I ruined Leon's life. I mean, have you seen what the Leon looks like in the remake? He could ruin my life. Good God. Gorgeous. They're giving it the Resident Evil 2 remake treatment where they're making everyone insanely gorgeous. The girl they got playing Ashley in the Resident Evil 4 remake has, like, the world's most symmetrical face. Oh, there's the killer. Oh, there, he's right up there. Gotta climb through the vent, get away. He just phases through those grates and stuff like it's nothing. How annoying. At least there's other stuff I can go do. Yeah, I hope so. Well, to be fair, Very Knifey Duck, you couldn't German suplex the villagers. You had to get to the, I'm pretty sure you had to get to the castle before you could start German suplexing people. But I agree. I heard somebody, I'm in a Resident Evil group on Facebook because I you know, I like to be parts of fan groups because I think there's like there's some good fan aggregation that happens, and so I have like a bunch of things on an old Facebook account that I look at, and there is a Resident Evil group when everyone was complaining about how the rumor is they're gonna cut a bunch of the stuff from the third act of Resident Evil 4. Okay, we are running. That was the killer's arm. Go through here. But people were complaining that, like, Krauser might have gotten cut and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like, yeah, but, like, a lot of that stuff didn't make any sense. Like, Krauser had, like, no real motivation for what he did. The part where Ashley Graham drives a truck for some reason doesn't make very much sense. Yeah, fans riot as Resident Evil is retconned to make sense is incredibly true. They hate it. They hate the idea that it would make sense. It's not at all what it's about to them, and you know what? They're probably right. They're probably right that it's not about making sense. That's where the board was. Okay, cool. This drill one seems harder than the last two. I'm having a lot more, this is taking much longer. Based on the time, this is probably going to be our last run, but we might have to do another wrap-up day. But that's okay. We have to get the proper ending of the main campaign anyway, so we could always do both tomorrow. Resident Evil now get a 5 remake. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a 5 remake. 5 is a good game that is has some questionable stuff in it, so that might not be bad. This game is not necessarily a roguelike. Like, there is a switchable option that lets you turn on randomized items, which would make it more roguelike-like. But I am not playing it with it that way. I'm simply playing the regular way, where everything's always in the same place, which is a lot easier. But even then, not easy. Get the drain cleaner. Five needs a remake. 6 needs, like... Remake is not even a strong enough word for what needs to happen to 6. 6 needs to be rehauled from the ground up. There's, like, there's some good characters in it. There's some good monster designs in it. But, like, the gameplay is just so bad in Resident Evil 6. And Edgelord, a totally different game, is exactly what I would want for Resident Evil 6 Remake. This is like one of the most perilous parts of this run. Takes a very long time to do this. Oh, it's locked. Oh, no, it can be unlocked. Cool. Ah! Juked him! What's good? Never punished. He's much more maybe, I don't know if it's confirmation bias or what, but he seems way more persistent than Nun or the Clown were. Ah! Thank you for the 300 bits, Kotori. I'm gonna add a like 700-bit one that does the sound from this game. A little more expensive, but the sound from this game is so horrifying. I'm jumpy. What can I say? This is high octane. I'm scared. Paper clip. Stinger's the best way to come out Illbleed. Yeah, truly. Apparently, though, there is a alternate ending you can get for Illbleed in which, if you don't, you have to like beat the game perfectly the first time, and then after you do that, every time you play it again and you purposefully let everyone die, and every time you do, the main girl loses more and more of her clothes until you're just like naked and covered in grime, and then that's how you get the real ending at the end. Seems convenient to be a horror fan that's still scared. I mean, it's nice. I'm very good at like putting myself into various like headspaces, like getting myself engrossed in it. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do it on stream. We're definitely gonna do the naked run of Illbleed. Maybe that'll be a goal coming up or something, because playing Illbleed is such a chore, and it's gonna be a lot of work to beat the game once before I do it on stream. But we do have a fundraiser coming up on the 30th for the Trans Empowerment Project, which is just like a queer housing charity. So maybe then that day, that'll be one of our goals. That'd be fun. Maybe we'll even bring the shock collar back out for Illbleed again. We'll get me back in the collar. Telling that Toy Story. My favorite one, I think, is the Wrath of the Queen Worm or whatever. Let's go back to hell. Fuck! Ah! I feel like I can't get away from him. Which, you know, yeah, it's a pursuit horror game. But, like, compared to the other runs, he's, like, so on top of me. By this point, like, I would be in a pretty confident final... Hair right by you, baby. Oh, no, it's a dead end. Guess I'll just do it again. Never punished. Never. No. No! Oh. I think the funniest, my favorite moment maybe in, Illbleed is when you have to guess who the killer is in the Killer Man chapter. You have to guess, like, who is Killer Man? Like, who's disguised as Killer Man doing these murders? And one of your options is just Killer Man? Which is like saying, like, oh, who's Ghostface in Scream? Oh, it's Ghostface. And that's the right answer. That's the correct answer. just saw him. He's in the hallway. That chain scared the shit out of me. I don't love this. I don't love this. Old Man the Werewolf, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't shout you out 5 minutes ago. I was probably screaming and running away. But thank you so much for your follow. You just spent like 20 minutes oh yeah, MK took the old light up skulls that used to be in the background of the old stream layout and converted them from batteries to an AC adapter, so maybe they'll return to the stream room. I want the screwdriver. Huh. Is there another floor above this? Not that I can reach from here. Stoned and lurking, hell yeah. Paperclip. Yeah, maybe a fun, simple project to you, MK, but to me it's wizardry. I don't know where to find the drain to drain these to get the hex key. Which I know is like the next... one of the next things I gotta do, but I can't remember how to get there. This is where it would come out when I get it. There's the pipe that shoots it out. But this, obviously, the navigation around this place is certainly not easy. No! No! Ah! Oh shit! No! 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 Oh, why? Oh well, it starts us upstairs. Maybe I can find the drain easier. Let's just look on the bright side. I'm getting better at juking him. I'm not sure. What? How are you here? You are on the other. I'm out of stamina. No! You're on the other side of the building. I'm not sure what this killer's name is. He's the killer in Power Drill Massacre. Ooh, posture check. You're right. My posture is not good. Man, we might have to. This might have to be a second episode of this one. I might have to pick this one up tomorrow. It's like one of those, it's like, if I felt like I could do it definitely in the next run, I would go late, but I do not feel that kind of level of confidence at all. Where's the sugar tunnel? Ah! Go! Go! No! Yes. No! Ah! No! No! Please, 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 please. I need this. Is the floor I need it on? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't even know anything anymore. I'm scared and I'm alone. Why? Stop making the scary static. You're not around here. And if you are, don't be around here, please. I'm begging you. No! 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 Oh, no. Why? Yeah, I think that's all she wrote for tonight. We're gonna pick this one up again tomorrow because I'm not going to let this go undefeated. Yeah, Susie Sphere Hunter is the voice for this character. Oh, it was a good run. We're gonna get it tomorrow. Stream and stretch sounds great. Ugh. All right, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Go say hi to Eric for me. You guys all have a great night. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.